Tonight, a local triathlete is driven by his past.
Even though he's in his late 30s, he claims his life started only 5 years ago while he was locked up at the ACI.
Eyewitness News reporter Walt Buteau has the details in tonight's Street Story.
The torture of a 70.3-mile race is painless compared to where George Marr was.
You know, sitting in a jail cell, your whole life goes on and you're not in it.
He left his life for everything from cocaine to ecstasy, but for 15 years, he was able to hide his addiction.
I was a very high-functioning person. You know, I still had a job, but it was all buried under a life of, of doing drugs all the time, 24/7 nonstop. It seemed normal to me. I'm going to be going fast.
As he sweats through his new normal, Marr remembers it was a second stint behind bars 5.5 years ago when he decided it was dry out or die. 6 months later, he huffed and puffed his way to the finish line of his first race. 4 years after that, he completed the Boston Marathon, winning a surprise message from his tough father.
You know, it was the first time he ever said he was proud of me. After my first marathon, he was the first person I called from the finish line at every race.
But sobriety was challenged last year when his father died.
When I lost him, it was hard, and it's still hard. I don't have him to call anymore.
7 months later, his mother passed away. Then a hip operation this year tested Marr again. He passed, and in under 6 hours, with tears in his eyes, Marr finished his first half Ironman, knowing while his journey is not over, it is heading in the right direction.
To be here with these people compared to where I used to be is just mass transformation. Now I look back on it and I'm glad to be alive for one thing, and two, I'm glad to not be in jail or dead.
While many Rhode Islanders consider a 70-mile drive a marathon, George plans to continue his training until he can take on a full 140-mile plus Ironman. On the road with George Marr, Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.